Have you ever wondered whether someone has truly fallen for you even though they haven't said a word? Love doesn't always shout from the rooftops. Sometimes it whispers quietly through body language, subtle behavior, and unspoken actions. The truth is, when someone is deeply in love with you, it often shows in the most silent and unnoticed ways. And these ways can be so gentle and understated that unless you know the signs, you might overlook them completely. Welcome back to the channel where we break down the psychology behind human behavior, love, and relationships, and where we also dive deep into the subtle signals people give off without even realizing it. Today, we're exploring 7 silent signs that you've already taken over someone's heart, even if they haven't confessed it out loud. These signs are backed by psychological principles and real patterns of human attachment. And when you begin to understand them, you unlock a level of emotional awareness that can change the way you see interactions forever. They're subtle, almost invisible, but if you know what to look for, you'll begin to understand the emotional depth. Someone truly feels for you in ways words could never describe, whether you've been friends for a while, just started dating, or have been sensing a change in the energy between you. To these clues might finally give you the clarity you've been looking for, and that clarity can bring either peace to your mind or the courage to take the next steps. Stick around until the end, because the 7th sign is so deep and emotional that it's often the clearest indicator of someone who's fallen for you hard but doesn't know how to say it, and it can be the turning point that makes you realize just how much you mean to them. Let's get started. Sign number 1. They mirror your emotions without realizing it. The first silent sign that someone has given you their heart is emotional mirroring, and it's something they don't even realize they're doing. Let me explain. When a person is emotionally attached to you, they begin to unconsciously mirror your mood, tone, and energy. If you're happy, they're happy. If you're sad or upset, their entire demeanor shifts to match yours. This is known in psychology as empathic synchronization or emotional attunement, and it reflects a deep level of connectedness that goes beyond casual interaction. They don't have to say anything, they just feel what you feel, and sometimes they'll even anticipate your emotional state before you express it. Why does this happen? Because they're emotionally invested in you, and because your well-being matters to them on a deep level. When you hurt, they hurt. When you succeed, they feel proud. Their emotional compass is subtly aligned with yours, and this isn't something people do for just anyone. It usually happens when there's deep affection or love involved. Now, notice this in their facial expressions, tone of voice, and how they respond when you open up. They might sigh when you're tired, laugh when you laugh, or get defensive when you're being criticized, and over time, this connection becomes second nature to them. So if you notice someone consistently reflecting your emotional state, even when you haven't said much, it's a strong, silent sign that their heart may already belong to you, and that you have a profound emotional impact on their inner world. Sign number 2, they make sacrifices without expecting anything. The second silent sign is selfless behavior. When someone is in love with you, they start making small or big sacrifices, not to impress you or win you over, but simply because they want to see you happy and fulfilled. It could be offering help when you didn't ask, adjusting their schedule just to see you, or doing favors that cost them time, effort, or even comfort. Psychologically, this is linked to the concept of prosocial behavior fueled by emotional attachment. And when the emotional connection is deep, a person experiences a kind of joy in putting your needs above theirs. But here's the silent part. They often do it without drawing attention to it. They don't announce it, and they definitely don't expect praise. In fact, you might not even notice right away. But if you look back, you'll realize how often they've quietly supported you, stood by you, or stepped in when you needed something. Love in its purest form is about putting someone else first. And when a person starts doing that consistently and silently, it's no longer just kindness. It's a sign their heart is involved, that they see you as someone worth prioritizing even when it costs them something.